on the program, next thing in the program, the Megantic Outlaw, is truly a musical event. This particular selection is done, as your program tells you, to portray the true story of Donald Morrison, a principled man who fought a heroic battle with the Canadian justice system. And the music tells this man's story, although certainly a page of the program was devoted to telling it to you in print as well. Donald Morrison lived in the Highland settlement in the eastern townships in Quebec around Megantic. And as is the case with the Highlander, I think part of their character is involved with resisting authority, having been put upon by the taxman for whiskey and so on over the centuries, being governed by absentee landlords and the sort. Donald Morrison is a product of his culture, a product of a culture which knew right from wrong, but did not always find those in authority representing right. And in fact, the story goes on to tell of how his farm was being taken by an unscrupulous moneylender, how in fact he protested against this and was accused of various crimes. It goes on to say how, in fact, a deputy was a hired killer, and this hired killer fought a duel with Donald Morrison, and Donald Morrison killed him. And then there was a manhunt which lasted almost a year, and at times had over 100 people in it. But part of the story, which is told in the book The Outlaw of Megantic by Bernard Epps, tells the story of that sort of whimsical Highland sense of humor. And here's just one little excerpt to show you the spirit of Donald Morrison. Donald, meanwhile, escaping from the law, was also getting his visiting done. Wherever he went, friends and relatives fed him, sheltered him, gave him the latest news of the detectives and the police. He renewed old acquaintances and made new ones. He discovered new trails through the woods and remembered old ones. He was rapidly learning all the tricks of a hunted fox. Walking one morning down a lonely road with his stick in his hand and his guns in his pockets, he came suddenly upon two detectives smoking their pipes and sunning themselves on a log. They had seen him, and he did not hesitate, but walked right up with a smile on his face and wished them both a great good morning. "And a great good day to you," they said. "Are you still looking for Donald Morrison, then?" said he, after the usual remarks on the weather. They pricked up their ears. "We are," said one, a great burly fellow with a square jaw and a trim mustache. "What is it you know of him?" "Why, I was passing a man about 2 miles back who was acting suspicious and all," said Donald. "Mean-looking cuss he was, too, with his eyes set close together and a scowl that would scare a cat." "What was suspicious about him?" asked the second man, while the first studied Donald's face with a scowl and suspicions of his own. "Why, when he saw me coming, he jumped into the brush right off." Donald stared right back at the constable. "You think that's suspicious, do you?" "It's not the usual way of an honest man," said Donald Morrison. "Come on, McMahon," said the smaller constable, getting up and putting his pipe away. "We'd better check it out." And he started down the road. Donald wished them a cheerful good day and good luck in catching the felon Donald Morrison, and strode off in the opposite direction, saying, "Always willing to help the authorities." The Megantic Outlaw, ladies and gentlemen. and gentlemen of the Megantic Outlaw.